Macmillan Audio presents The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. Read for you by Emily Shaffer, Lauren Fortgang, and Kirby Heyborne.
There are always two deaths, the real one and the one people know about. Jean Rhys, Wide Sargasso Sea. Part 1. Jane. Chapter 1. February. It is the absolute shittiest day for a walk. Rain has been pouring down all morning, making my drive from Center Point out here to Mountain Brook a nightmare, soaking the hem of my jeans as I get out of the car in the Reads driveway, making my sneakers squelch on the marble floors of the foyer. But Mrs. Reed is holding her dog Bear's leash, making a face at me, this frown of exaggerated sympathy that's supposed to let me know how bad she feels about sending me out in the rain on this Monday morning. That's the important thing. That I know that she feels bad. She still expects me to do it, though. I've been walking dogs in the Thornfield Estates subdivision for almost a month now, and if there's one thing I've definitely figured out, it's that what matters most is how everything looks. Mrs. Reed looks sympathetic. She looks like she absolutely hates that I have to walk her collie Bear on a cold and stormy day in mid-February. She looks like she actually gives a fuck about me as a person. She doesn't, though, which is fine, really. It's not like I give a fuck about her either. So I smile, tugging at the bottom of my army green raincoat. Came prepared, I tell her, taking Bear's leash. We're standing in the front foyer of the Reed home. To my left is a giant framed mirror propped against the wall, reflecting me, Mrs. Reed, and Bear, already straining toward the door. There's also a distressed wood table holding a bowl of potpourri, as well as a pair of diamond hoop earrings flung carelessly when Mrs. Reed came in last night from whatever charity function she'd been attending. Charity functions are big around here, I've noticed, although I never can figure out what they're actually raising money for. The invitations I see lying on end tables or fastened to refrigerator doors with magnets are a word salad of virtue signaling. Children, battered women, homeless, underprivileged. Various euphemisms that all mean poor. No telling what Mrs. Reed was supporting last night, really, but that's another thing I don't actually care about. And I don't let my eyes linger on the earrings. Bear's leash is smooth in my hand as I give Mrs. Reed a little wave and head out onto the wide front porch. It's painted cement, slick in the damp, and my ancient sneakers nearly skid across it. I hear the door close behind me and wonder what Mrs. Reed will do this morning while I'm off walking her dog. Have another cup of coffee? Chase it with a Xanax? Plan some other charity function? Maybe a brunch to raise money for kids who don't know how to yacht. The rain has tapered off some, but the morning is still cold, and I wish I'd brought gloves. My hands look raw and chapped, the knuckles an angry red. There's still a light pink burn mark splashing across my skin between the thumb and forefinger of my right hand. A trophy from the last day I worked at Roasted, a coffee shop in Mountain Brook Village. I remind myself that walking dogs sucks, but at least it doesn't carry the threat of second-degree burns. Bear tugs on his leash, sniffing every mailbox we come to, and I let him pull me along behind him, my mind more on the houses, the neighborhood, than on my charge. Behind every one of these McMansions is a bright green backyard, so it makes no sense that anyone would even need a dog walker. But need is not a word people like this think of. Everything with them is want. That's what all these houses are about. Mrs. Reed and her husband live alone on Magnolia Court in 8 bathrooms and 7 bedrooms, a formal living room and a family den, an upstairs lounge, and a gentleman's study. Every house in Thornfield Estates is like that from what I can tell. I've been in 4 of them so far because, of course, once one neighbor has a dog walker, everyone else wants one. I work for the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?